What's the risk of overpricing your home, and how long before you reduce the price? This is the question that I'm going to answer today. So this question I have been asked a few times over the last couple weeks about what is the risk of me overpricing my home, and if I do, when should I reduce it? I'm going to answer that today. You know, everybody wants the most amount of money for when they're selling an item, whether it's a car, whether it's a household item, and in particular your home. And you know, there are some things that I don't recommend, and one of them is overpricing. And this question has come up several times about, hey, I want to try this number, and if I don't get it, what is a good timeline to reduce it? Well, in this video, I want to discuss just that. And the first point that I want to make is I never ever suggest overpricing a listing. You have to remember this. The first 14 days, regardless of where your listing is priced, is going to gain the most attention. And that is a critical timeline. The first 14 days is when you are going to have the most amount of eyes on your listing. So overpricing is dangerous. I really do believe that. And basically, you know, you want to price it right from the start. You don't want to, basically pick a number out of the sky and hope you get it. It's just not good, because statistically you're going to end up netting less. So here's what I recommend: pricing it right from the start. Basically going over the comparables that most match your home. And basically what we do is we break it down per square foot, the amenities that you have, bedrooms, bathrooms, and the updates that you have on your home. And that's how we price a home. But remember, the first 14 days, the price has to be right, because statistically, again, and I think it's as high as 90%, if it sells within the first month, the seller nets more than if you went past the 30-day mark and had to reduce. So if you are one of those sellers that wants to try a number that is higher than it really should be, then reducing it on a certain timeline is going to be very important. And years past, it used to be 30 days. Okay, well, we hit the 30-day mark. We had more than 10 showings, but we had no offers. So we have a price problem. But now, as time goes on and competition stiffens, that actually time frame now is 14 days. So I recommend that if you do not have any traction on your listing, and we priced it a little bit higher just because you wanted to see, and listen, I understand. I too have been a home seller, so I get it. But I think if you do that, the 14-day mark is when you need a reduction. So if you are thinking about selling your property, please have me or Michelle over to discuss. We can walk through your property and give you tips on what to do, and more importantly, what not to do. I just want to add this. For 19 and a half years, it'll actually be 20 years in May, that I have been acting as a fiduciary for my clients, truly putting your interest before my own. And I think it's the only way you do it. But, selling hundreds and hundreds of homes and negotiating hundreds and hundreds of times, success leaves clues. And, the experience that I have with pricing, negotiating, marketing, and strategy, I want you to take it hard. If there's anything that I can do for you, please have me over, have Michelle over. There is never any cost or obligation. We'll give you the tips that you need to do and the tips that you shouldn't do. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, please email us, call us. There's never any obligation or cost. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and we look forward to seeing you on the next one.